Hey, it's Nikachu, and today's show, well, you're going to have to figure it out yourself because I'm not going to tell you the topic. So how it works on today's show is you're going to suggest cards. I'm going to let you know if you're hot or cold, and can you guess what the show is before chat does? Well, we're going to start with Mox Diamond by Indiana Jones, just to start the show off. We need a random card. It's a 0-mana artifact, and it enters the battlefield. You may discard a land card. If you do, Mox Diamond enters the battlefield. Otherwise, it goes to the graveyard. Tap, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. I would say this is super, super ice cold. Has nothing to do with this show. Okay, old boy, Hammer of Perforos. Coming hot with the artifacts. It's a red, 1 generic artifact. Creatures you control have haste. And for 3 mana, tap, sack a land. Create a 3/3 colorless golem enchantment artifact creature token. I would say this is also super ice cold. Has nothing to do with the show whatsoever. Me and Brule with Lurgoyf. I have a feeling there's like... Lurgoyf. You all have this system, you know, the system of going through the same cards. It's almost like Guess Who. Okay, Lurgoyf is a 4-mana star 1+star creature. Its power is equal to the number of creature cards in all graveyards, and its toughness is equal to that number +1. And this is a Lurgoyf. I would say this is cool. It's not ice cold, but it's cool. It's not nearly as freezing cold as the Mox Diamond was. Elixir, Warp World. Warp World is 8-mana sorcery. Each player shuffles all permanents they own into the library, then reveals that many cards from the top of the library. Each player puts all artifact creatures and land cards revealed this way onto the battlefield, then does the same for enchantment cards and puts all cards revealed this way that weren't put onto the battlefield on the bottom of the library. And I would say this is also just ice cold. Nothing. We got nothing to do with it. All right, here's our cool card. Not very warm, to be honest, but it's cool. Okay, next up we have Argentina with Duplicity. What is this? 5-mana enchantment. Comes into play, put the top 5 cards of your library face down on Duplicity. During your upkeep, you may exchange all the cards in your hand for the cards on Duplicity. At the end of your turn, choose and discard a card. If you lose control of Duplicity, put all cards on it into its owner's graveyard. What a weird card. Also has nothing to do with the show. Nothing. We can't. Yeah, it's a very slow process of elimination. We'll get there eventually. Next up, we've got Mapius, Case of Ransacked Lab. 3 mana. Sorry, it's a 3-mana case. Instant sorcery spells cost 1 less to cast. To solve, you've cast 4 more instant or sorcery spells this turn. Solved, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, draw a card. Oh, very ice cold. Has nothing to do with the show whatsoever. Okay, Elgot with Deadpool. The trading card. The game. Deadpool, the trading card, is a 4-mana 5/3 mutant mercenary hero. As Deadpool enters, you may exchange his text box and another creature's. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 3 life, pay 3, sack this creature. Each other player draws a card. This card, I would also say it's on the cool side. It's on the cool side. We're not getting anywhere. Like, we're not even close. Okay, Kagan, the Mimoplasm. It is 5 mana for a 0/0 ooze. As the Mimoplasm enters the battlefield, you may exile 2 creature cards from your graveyard. From graveyards. If you do, it enters the battlefield. There's a copy of one of those cards with a number of additional +1/+1 counters on it, equal to the power of the other card. I would say this is also on the cool side. Oh boy, Sire of Insanity. It's getting insane around here. Okay, it's a 6-mana 6/4 demon. At the beginning of each end step, each player discards their hand. I would say this is on the neutral side. We're not warm, we're not cool. We're sort of going in the right direction, but not really. We're still pretty far away from here. Cameron, Llanowar Elves. Llanowar Elves. It's funny, it's called Llanowar Elves. Has only one elf in the image. What's up with that? Huge flavor fail. I would say cool. Very cool. Not doing good. Next, we got Fiel. Enter the Infinite. What is this? 12 mana? 12 mana sorcery! Draw cards equal to the number of cards in your library. Then put a card from your hand on top of your library. You have no maximum hand size until your next turn. I would put this also in the cool side. I would also put it in the cool side. Steve Cooper, Blood Artist. Man, you're all super far off today. Elgot, wait, the reason Deadpool's effect is swapping his text box is that he's cutting the text box off his own card? I don't know, actually. 2 mana, 0/1 vampire. If this creature or another creature dies, target player loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Very, very off. Okay, we're okay. I would say, yeah, it's on the cool side. I would say not ice cold, but it's on the cool side. Benjamin Berkey, Forgotten Ancient. It's a 4 mana 0/3 elemental. Whenever a player casts a spell, you can put a +1/+1 counter on your ancient. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may move any number of +1/+1 counters from Forgotten Ancient onto other creatures. Nope, ice cold. Or I say, maybe I should say this is like a cool card. Very cool. Can we get a hint? No! You people are asking for the wrong cards. Okay, so this is cool. This is cool. Oops. And then this is ice cold. Ice cold. These are all on the cool side. Dangerous one. Windfall. Okay, I'm not going to move any further if it has nothing to do with the show. 3 mana sorcery. Each player discards their hand, then draws cards equal to the greatest number of cards a player discard this way. Ice cold. Okay, look. This is on the cool side. All right? This is on the cool side. This is ice cold. This is on the cool side. This is neutral. This is actually the closest damn thing that we have. And it's so far off. Does anyone pick up a pattern yet? Okay, next up, let's take a look at Panglacial Worm. Panglacial Worm. This is a 7 mana 9/5 worm. Trample. While searching your library, you may play Panglacial Worm from your library. All right, this is going to confuse the crap out of all of you. But this is definitely on the warm side. Yeah, Argentina's got something going. It's definitely a creature. It should be a creature. I said it was ice cold to everything that was a non-creature. All right, I'm telling you that this is warm, but you're probably going to get confused. Don't trap yourselves. Next. Show title is Cards That Never Get Worn. Yeah, they never get good. Ben Hud, Emrakul. And remember, when it's warm, it's like you're in the direction, but it's not part of the show. It wouldn't be a card that would qualify for the show. Emrakul, 15 mana for a 15/15, can't be countered. I think you all know the rest. This is a warm card. This is also in the warm territory, but it's not hot. Not hot around here. Creatures you can cheat and play. I didn't say anything. You got to know. Alternate casting cost? Nope. Should probably name some more creatures. We haven't found a single card that has to do with this show. Not a single card. Okay, this is also warm. The Leviathan, a 9 mana 10/10 trampler, and you got to sack lands to untap it. You got to sack lands to attack with it. Benjamin Berkey, Death Wish. Not creature. Stick to the creatures. It was basic. Lestian was right. It's got to be at least a creature. Okay, next up, let's take a look at Tresaru's Valgavoth. What is this? Valgavoth Terror Eater? We've got a 9-mana 9/9 Elder Demon, flying lifelink, sack 3 other non-land permanents. If a card you didn't control would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead, and during your turn, you may play cards exiled with Valgavoth. And if you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana cost rather than pay its mana cost. I would say this is in the warm territory, but definitely wouldn't be part of the show. This show proves no one is psychic. That's true. That is absolutely true. Gillum with Lava Field Overlord. We need them more Overlords. 9 mana, 5/4 Dragon. Assist! Another player. Oh, they can also help pay the to cast it. Flying. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 4 damage to target creature and opponent controls. Still on the warm side. Izaguards with a mana value 6+. Nope. That is incorrect. What is... Okay, Voltlin with Andrios, Roaming Explorer. Danny says, creatures that put stuff on other creatures? Nope. What a weird show. This is a 6 mana 4/3 wizard reach. As long as Andrios is attacking, tap creatures you control with base power and toughness 4/3 have base power and toughness 69. Tap, add Wooburg, and creature spells you spend this mana to cast have their base power and toughness become 4/3. This is warm. This is also in the warm spot, but not hot. Not hot at all. It's crazy. We can't get one hot card. Not a single hot card. Argentina Force of Savagery. Actually, this would be more in the neutral range. A 3 mana 8/0 Trampler. That's an elemental. Yeah, this is closer in the direction. I think Omniscience was already mentioned. I said it was Ice Cold. Hexenart, Arden Angel. Oops, what am I doing? Where am I typing this? Is everyone like just completely confused? What was it? Arden Angel? Arden Angel. 6 mana 4/4 Angel, flying at the beginning of your upkeep. If Arden Angel is in your graveyard, roll a 4-sided die. If the result is 1, return Arden Angel from your graveyard to the battlefield. Still got to put in the warm side. Warm. I told you. Look, when we got to that Panglacial Worm, I told you that you probably are going to get thrown off by that. Rob says creatures where CMC matches power toughness. That's a very interesting guess. It is not it's not it though. What's the closest card so far? Like Arden Angel, Andrios, Lava Field Overlord. We haven't found one hot card though. We have not found a single card that we've got part of this show. These are all like in the right direction, but not there. None of these would qualify. These would all get you disqualified from the show. Creatures that keep changing their stats? Nope. What's this? Iona, Shield of Emeria. Another angel. 9 mana, 7/7, flying. Enters the battlefield, choose a color. Your opponents can't cast spells of the chosen color. No, still in the warm territory, not hot. All silver border cards would be disqualified. Jen with Altar Golem. 7 mana Star Golem, trample. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures in play, and it doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Tap 5 untap creatures you control. It's to untap the Altar Golem. Still warm. Not there. Definitely not Death Shadow. Definitely not. What is Stang? Stang. Ooh, interesting. Stang is a 6 mana 3/4 human warrior. Enters the battlefield, create a legendary 3/4 red and green human warrior creature token named Stang Twin. Exile that token when Stang leaves the battlefield. Sacrifice Stang when that token leaves the battlefield. We're hot. This is the damn closest we've got, and this would be part of the show. That's for sure. Elixir says, it would help if we could have a list on screen of the warm and hot cards via notepad. No, that would definitely take way too long. But thank you very much for the super chat. Ulamog's Nullifier. I mean, I think it was pretty obvious where the warm cards were. This is the 4-mana 2/3 Eldrazi processor, devoid flash flying, and when it enters the battlefield, you may put 2 cards from your opponent's 2 cards your opponent's own from exile into their graveyard, and if you do, counter target spell. This is definitely cold. It's not ice cold, but it's cold. Okay, so we just have to go back here. This is part of the show. This is literally part of the show. Stang is stank. Or dank. Danny says, best Selesnya cards? Nope. Silvercations. Phyrexian Obliterator. Thank God we found at least one by the time the music changed. 4-mana 5/5. No. Trample. It's a Phyrexian Horror with trample. Deals damage. Whenever it deals damage, you have to sacrifice that many permanents. Sorry, when it gets dealt that much damage. No, whatever deals damage to that makes you sacrifice permanents. Cards that copy themselves? No. Oh, you want Chromium? Ooh, this is a big creature. What is this? 8 mana for a 7/7 Elder Dragon. Flying Rampage 2. At the beginning of your upkeep, sack it unless you pay 3. This is on the... Well, I would say it's on the warm side, but it's not hot. This is the hot card. This is the only hot card. Can't believe my joke card. Yeah, hey. You know, if you guys just randomly mention stuff, eventually, you'll get there. Why is your profile picture broken in the chat replay? I don't know. Looks fine. Looks fine here. Coma. Cosmos Serpent. You guys need more cards. All right, this is a 7-mana 6/6 Serpent. Can't be countered. At the beginning of each upkeep, create a 3/3 blue serpent creature token named Coma's Coil. Sack another serpent. Choose one. Tap target permanent. Its activated abilities can't be activated, or Coma gains indestructible until end of turn. Nope. I mean, it's still on the warm side. This is the hot one. This is the only hot one. Oh, what was that, Dinglebag? Highest CMC humans? Oh my god. Well, that's basically that is it. Well, it's close enough. The most mana expensive humans. Holy crap, that was hard to pull off. Give Dinglebag a round of applause. Dinglebag deserves it. All right, time for a new show. Oof. This is a major oof. I couldn't believe how troubled you people. I don't understand how they're all humans. Sorry, they're all creatures, and people are still suggesting non-creatures. Even when I said like they were all ice cold. Yeah, we did get there eventually. All right. But what is the next one? What is the next one? Under these question marks could be anything. You're gonna have to start with something. Benjamin Berkey with Doomsday. Give some love to the assist. Yeah, if it wasn't for you, Squiggly Boy, I mean, the whole chat would have been lost for years, probably. Doomsday, triple black sorcery. Search your library and graveyard for 5 cards and exile the rest. Put the chosen cards on top of your library in any order. You lose half your life. Round it up. This is supremely ice cold. Like, there's nothing to do with the show. Pangalacial Worm is a curveball. It was like the first big mana expensive creature, and I warned you that when I said that it was gonna count, and it was a weird card, that it was probably gonna throw you off a little bit. Toads with Counterspell. Wonder what art's gonna show up. Oh, one of my favorite art showed up. Blue instant counter target spell. Where the hell is this coming from? Through the Omen Paths? There's Counterspell in Spider-Man? Anyway, this is also ice cold, super ice cold. Mapius. Woo Light Cavalry. This is a 2-mana 1/2 with Horsemanship. I would give this the neutral side. This is a soldier, but it's a human soldier, by the way. I would put this on the neutral side. Not exactly warm. Definitely not completely out of the question. Matthew Green. Mana Flare. 3 mana enchantment. Whenever a player taps a land for mana, that player adds 1 mana of that type to their mana pool. All very ice cold. Nothing to do with it. Okay, here's our neutral card so far. Our neutral, a neutraloni. Does the new show reset? No, absolutely. I mean, you guys can spam cards as much as you want. I wouldn't say this is a first come, first serve type of show. I'm also sort of looking Panglacial Shinobi. I'm sort of looking for anybody who has sort of cards. What is this? A 3-mana 1/3 Worm Ninja with Library Ninjutsu. It's a 2-mana. What is it? 2-mana shuffle and an unblocked attacker you control into its owner's library. Put this card onto the battlefield from your library tapped and attacking. That's so strange. And whenever Panglacial Shinobi deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. I would say this is on the cool. It's on the cold side. It's not ice cold, but it's on cold. It's cool. It's on the cool to cold side. Remember, so this is the closest we got so far. Creature cards with 3+ keywords. Is there really 3+ keywords on this show? That's a huge shot in the dark. Clown car. X for a 1/1 vehicle. When the clown car enters the battlefield, roll a 6-sided die. For each odd result, create a 1/1 white clown robot artifact creature token. For each even result, put a +1/+1 counter on your clown car. Also crew 2. Fascinating. Anyway, cold. Very cold. Very, very cold. Whew. DLA with Knight of Autumn. Knight of Autumn is a 3-mana 2/1. Enters the battlefield, choose 1. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on Knight of Autumn. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. You gain 4 life. I would say this is on the neutral. Neutral to... Yeah, it's neutral. Neutral side. We got Steve Cooper with Dothy Voidwalker. 2-mana 2/1 Shadow. If a card would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, it gets exiled. And tap, you can sack the creature and choose the exiled card and cast it. I would also say this is on the neutral side. Very, very neutral. Liliana the Veil. By Matthias. 3 mana for 3 loyalty, Liliana. +1. Each player discards a card. -2. Target player sacks a creature. -6. Separate the perms. They get to choose which side gets sacked and which one they keep. I would say this is definitely ice cold. Super ice cold. This is on the more neutral side. I would even go as far as to say this was the this is the most neutral. And you know what? These are all sort of crap examples. Anyway, we haven't found even one warm card yet. Toad with Nightmare. Where the hell is Nightmare? 6-mana flyer. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of swamps you control. I would say this is cool to neutral. Something like that. Something like that. Savannah Lions. I would say on the neutral side again. Quill as Morano. Can't avoid it for forever. 3/3 Human Wizard. As long as you've discarded a card this turn, you can play Rakdos to cast the spell. ETB, search your library for a card named the Underworld Cookbook. Reveal it, put in your hand, and sack 2 foods. Target creature, it deals 6 damage to itself. I would say this is still on the neutral side. We have not found anything. We haven't found anything close to this damn thing. Kudo? How many people want Kudo? Okay, Silvercations wants Kudo, the king among bears. 2-mana 2/2. Other creatures have base power and toughness 2/2 and are bears in addition to other types. Not very neutral. Surprised. No one can find a single card. The topic is cards that chat likes. Probably. Surefire Selves. Mirror Battlesphere. Uh, 7 mana, 4/7 construct. Enters the battlefield, create 4 1/1 colorless mirror artifact creature tokens. Whenever this creature attacks, you may tap X on tap mirror you control, and if you do, this creature gets +X +0 until end of turn, where X and deals X damage to the player or planeswalker it's attacking. This is still on the neutral side. I think you guys got it right. It's like, it's a creature. We're on the creature side. So don't be suggesting like Mox Jets and stuff like that. Quit with the long shots, squiggly boy. Big long shots. Where do I get Scornful Egotist from Gillum? No, it's still neutral. 8 mana 1/1 with Morph. Felicia, Fat Chocobo. Does that really exist? Chocobo. It does. It's a 5 mana 4/4, and it's also what? It's a saga. It's got Wark. Create a 2/2 green bird creature token with whenever a land you control enters, this token gets +1/+0. Chapter 2, 3, and 4. Creatures you control gain trample until end of turn. Nope, this is more neutral. More neutral. What was the first card? These are all in the same. Like, I'm saying they're neutral because they're just creatures, but like they're not even. None of them are even close to like the card. A Yumi? Who's a Yumi? A Yumi, a 7/3/5 mana spirit, legendary and landwalk. What? Like any landwalk? This creature can't be blocked as long as defending player controls a. Oh, it's legendary land. That's rare. That's neat. Yeah, neutral. It's a pretty cool card. John with Elvish Reclaimer. A 1 mana 1/2. Elvish Reclaimer gets +2/+2 as long as there are 3 or more land cards in your graveyard. And then for 2 mana, tap, sacrifice a land, search your library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle your library. Neutral still. Mappius, Azusa, Lost but Seeking. 3 mana 1/2, Human Monk. You may play 2 additional lands on each of your turns. I want to say this is more on the warm side, but it technically should still be neutral. So don't look too much into it. Who hasn't got a card? Trisaru with Junji. The Midnight Sky. 5/5 for 5. Dragon Spirit. Flying Menace. When it dies, choose 1. Each opponent discards 2 cards and loses 2 life, or put a target non-dragon creature card from a graveyard on the battlefield under your control. You lose 2 life. I would say this is neutral. Best landfall cards? Nope. Argentina, Illusionary Wall. 7/4/5 mana Illusion Wall. Defender, flying, first strike, commutative upkeep of a blue. This card's terrible. Anyway, it's neutral. Just a random mage. Maelstrom Wanderer. Maelstrom Wanderer. 8 mana 7/5. Creatures have haste and Cascade. Nope. Still neutral. I will actually take this last one before we go. Birds of Paradise. It's a 1 mana 0/1 bird. Flying tap, add 1 mana of any color. That card is hot. That's a hot card. But before we continue the show, we do have to thank our sponsors, starting with FusionGamingOnline.com. You love Magic the Gathering, don't you? Then buy those cards because you're addicted like the rest of us. Please empty wallets to increase Magic collection. But don't empty your wallet just anywhere. You want to do it at FusionGamingOnline.com because it is today's sponsor. And by the way, you'll get more cards for your wallet when you use coupon code Nikachu at checkout for 5% off all your purchases, and it supports the channel. Don't forget them wonderful Final Fantasy, Edge of Eternities, and Spider-Man cards. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. Play any deck, any format you want. Where is the... Any format you want, because it's cheaper on Magic Online when you rent. If you play a lot of decks, that is. If you're committed to one deck, I mean, you could experiment before you commit to buying it. Otherwise, if you want to play any deck, any format, whenever the metagame changes, new set comes out, always there's a new deck. You want to be on top of things? You rent with Mana Traders. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription using coupon code Nikachu_ZH4. And now we go back to our show. You like that? I left that cliffhanger. So we finally got one. We finally got something. I would say this is hot. I would say this is hot. Best mana dorks? No. Toads. Blood Artist. Okay, I would say this is even more along the lines of the show than Birds of Paradise. It's a 2-mana 0/1 vampire. Whenever this creature or another creature dies, target player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. I would say this card makes Birds of Paradise look warm. That's what I would say. Simian Spirit Guide. This card, 3 mana 2/2. Exile it and add a red to your mana pool. No, I would say this is more neutral. This is super hot. I mean, this is so hot they got a card called the fire department. Creatures with 0 attack. Nope. No power. Nope. Best 0/1 cards. Nope. You gotta be a little bit more specific, that's for sure. Most threatening 0 power creatures. Okay, let's go. What is this? Krinko? I mean, Kranko? Is there a Krinko in this game? No, I'm pretty sure it's Kranko. Which one? You weren't specific, so I'm not looking up any of them. Urtigau with Stuffy Doll. 5 mana 0/1 indestructible construct. Enters the battlefield, choose a player, and whenever it's dealt damage, it deals that much damage to the chosen player. And tap, Stuffy Doll deals 1 damage to itself. I would also say that this card, whoops, it's I would say this card is very hot. Best creatures with higher toughness than power? Nope. Creatures that deal damage with 0 power? That's a very creative... That's a great sounding answer, but that's not what the show is. Best 0/1 creatures with abilities? Nope. Cards that ping opponents? Nope. 0/1 with special ability? No. I don't think I never name shows like that. Steve Gover says best pingers? Nope. 0/1 creatures that can go infinite? That's also a very creative title. Nope, that's not it. Okay, we need more cards, I guess. Tresaru, Vengeful Blood Witch. Creatures you shouldn't block with, no. 2 mana for a 1/1 Warlock. Whenever this creature or another creature you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. This is on the neutral side. So we are definitely hot with Stuffy Doll and Blood Artist. Super hot. So hot it could hurt. Best life gain engines? Nope. Creatures that something with Tetragic Slip? No. Okay, Mapia, Steel Wall. You haven't got a card out, named a card yet? This is a good time. 1 mana 0/4, Defender, Wall. I would say this is on the warm side. This is not hot. Josara, most expensive 0 power creatures. Nope. Creatures that deal damage without attacking. Great idea, but nope. 0/1's the 0/1 staples. No. Okay, we've got Nola with Rog Rack, son of Rogan. 0 mana 0/1. First strike, menace, trample, and partner. This is super hot. This is even more in the right direction than the last few cards. Best creatures you don't attack with? Nope. I think a lot of you have had very close titles, but it wasn't worded properly. Brash Taunter. Brash Taunter is a 5 mana 1/1 indestructible. When it's dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target opponent. And for 3 mana, it fights another target creature. I would say this is on the neutral side. This is hot. This is a hot card. I'm paying pretty close attention to chat for anyone that figures it out. Most wordy low power creatures in Magic? No. 0 attack creatures with the most rules text? No. Cheapest casting cost with lowest power? No. Creatures that are physically small? No. Ornithopter. This one's a bit tough to say. I would say this is somewhere between like warm and hot. You could argue it either way. You could argue it either way. John, most dangerous 0/1 creatures. Let me tell you, John, that is correct. Well, it's close enough. Most dangerous 0 power creatures. That's what we're looking for. The most dangerous of dangerous cards. You got it, John. Congratulations. You get the honorable applause. You get the sound effect applause, John. It's good. We have a lot of regulars winning here. You said a lot of other stuff, but I was looking for the word dangerous. You had to say the most dangerous, or even the most. I would have even accepted the most powerful, but nobody said that. You're just like 0/1 creatures that do this, 0/1 that. No, that didn't qualify for the show. All right, we got to start this all over again. I got 3 more in the I don't know if we're gonna get the 3. Usually you guys get the 3. This is gonna be interesting. All right, we got to start this one off. 1 with nothing. 1 with nothing. I don't even know if I can describe this one as like cold or hot. It might be like ice cold or boiling hot, and there's nothing in between. If there's like even a hint to this. Okay, 1 with nothing. Black instant. Discard your hand. This is ice cold. If this one's super polarizing. Elixir, Gideon Blackblade. This is a 3 mana 4 loyalty Gideon. As long as it's your turn, Gideon Blackblade is a 4/4 human soldier. With indestructible, that's a planeswalker. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to Gideon Blackblade during your turn. +1, up to 1 other target creature you control. It gains your choice of vigilance, lifelink, or indestructible until end of turn, or -6, exile target non-land permanent. No, this is nothing to do with this show. Grizzly Bears from Fred. 2 mana 2/2. No. Ice cold. It's probably ice cold and boiling hot from here. Jackal with Skull Rack. Actually, what the hell? Skull Rack? I guess Skull Crack is what you meant. 2 mana instant. Players can't gain life this turn. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Skull Crack deals 3 damage to target player planeswalker. Nope. Has nothing to do with this. David with Forest. No one guesses that usually. No. Next up we've got Pandemon said, "Oh, Swamp." No, it's in the same league as Forest. Lonola with Counter Spell. 2 mana instant counter target spell. Nope. Ice cold, super ice cold. I could say this is super supremely ice cold. Snakes with Gleemax. 1 million mana legendary artifact. You choose all targets for all spells and abilities. I would say this is also ice cold. Benjamin's like, how about my favorite legend? The Angus Mackenzie. All right, Benjamin Berkey. We're going to look at Angus. This is a 3 mana 2/2. A human cleric, and for 3 mana, tap, prevent all combat damage that be dealt this turn. I would say this is on the ice cold side. Super ice cold. Berserk from Mappius. Wonder how you guys are going to figure this one out. Green instant. Cast only before the combat step. Target creature gains trample and gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is its power. At the beginning of the next end step, destroy that creature if it attacked this turn. I would say... I want to say this is a cool card. You know, I think I have to say that this is like Maybe even neutral. Maybe even neutral. I think I got, it's either cool to neutral. It's not ice cold though. This is like the closest thing we've seen. Yeah, I'm thinking I was thinking really, I can't say that this has nothing to do with the show whatsoever. It's a bit definitely something different. Urtigao, Acroma, Angel of Wrath. I actually know what this card is. 8 mana, 6/6, flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, protection from black, and from red. I think this card is hot. Yeah, I think this card is hot, actually. Weird enough. This probably is going to screw with everybody's brain. It's probably going to screw with everyone's brain, but this one's hot. Okay, laughing mad. She is hot indeed. 3 mana instant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card, draw 2 cards. Flashback of 4 mana. I would say this card is on the... This card's ice cold. Just super ice cold. Remember, this is technically hot. This card is probably going to throw a lot of red herrings, though. Super red herring card. Next up. Let's take... Who doesn't get a card yet? Indiana Jones Boomerang. 2 mana instant, return target permanent to its owner's hand. I would say this is ice cold. Super ice cold. Argentina with Solidarity. Oh, this is it? 4 mana instant. Creatures you control get +0/+5 until end of turn. Super ice cold. I need to take a picture of chat for a second for my thumbnail. It's going to be necessary. This is going to be in the chat. This is going to be in the thumbnail. Okay, I'm going to go back. Remember, this was our only like actual hot card. Let's get... Bryce didn't get a card yet. Zetalpa, Primal Dawn. 8 mana, 4/8, flying, double strike, vigilance, trample, and indestructible. I would say super ice cold. Progenitus! It don't danger. I would say this card is also ice cold. Double Wooburg for a 10/10, pro everything. And if it would be put into the graveyard from any, reveal it and put in its owner's library instead. Creatures with a lot of keywords? Nope. I would say that suggestion is ice cold. Most abilities for the most mana. Evan with Trailblazer Boots. 2 mana equipment. Equipped creature has non-basic land walk. Also equipped for 2. I would say this is ice cold. Mother of Runes. From Old Boy. Best Angel? Nope. White 1/1 human cleric. Tap. Target creature you control gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. This is ice cold. Has nothing to do with the show. Hey, servant. Welcome. Mappius with Ball Lightning. Three mana, 6/1 elemental, trample, haste. At the beginning of the end step, sack this creature. Ice cold. Yeah, he said red herring earlier. Maybe it's the color hosers or the weird girls if protected. Well, okay, so the thing is, let's get to our chroma. There is something about this card that would make it part of the show, but I can't tell you what it is. The problem is this card does a lot of stuff. So like there's a lot of distraction on this card. There's just so much distraction on this card. What is this, Gillum? Segmented Worm? Segmented Worm is a 5-mana 5/5. Whenever Segmented Worm is the target of a spell or ability, put a -1/-1 counter on it. I want to say this is like cool. It's not super ice cold, but it's like it's cool. Alex, Circle of Protection, red. If I didn't get to anybody's card, because I can't tell who's got one yet, you can always let me know for this round. Circle of Protection, red, a 2-mana enchantment. Pay 1. The next time a red source of your choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage. This is super ice cold. Super, super, super ultra ice cold. It is like as cold as the moon or Pluto. Finfinity, Platinum Angel. 7-mana 4/4 flyer. You can't lose the game, and your opponents can't win the game. Ice cold. This is a card, fan favorite. Oh, it is. It's a 4-mana 2/2 human rogue assist. For 2 mana, fan favorite gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Any player may activate this ability. No, I would say this is ice cold. Best card drawn by Therese Nielsen? No. I don't think I would have many art. I mean, I guess in theory I could have some shows based on art. It's not this one. You can't disqualify Platinum Angel. Honolulu says so. No, I disqualified it. It's gone. Elixir with Sire of 7 Deaths. I want to disqualify this. I want to say this is hot, but I can't. It's a 7-mana 7/7. First strike, vigilance, menace, trample, reach, lifelink, ward, pay 7 life. No, this is super ice cold. Jace the Mind Sculptor. 4-mana Planeswalker, 3 loyalty, +2. Look at the top card of your target player's library, and you can put that card on the bottom of that player's library. For 0 mana, draw 3 cards, put 2 cards back on top. -1, return a creature to its owner's hand, and -12, exile all cards from target player's library, and that player shuffles their hand into their library. This is super ice cold. Super, super. This is on the polar opposite end of what the show is. Super, super ice cold. Snake Swans, Allosaurus Shepherd. Allosaurus. Green, 1/1 Elf Shaman, can't be countered. Green spells you control can't be countered. For 6 mana until end of turn, each elf creature you control has base power and toughness, 5/5, and becomes a dinosaur. Nope, has nothing to do with it. We have a super chat! Thanks so much, Nola! We got Quendi, Pride of Femref. The hell's that? Okay, 4 mana, 2/2, double strike. Creatures you control with first strike have double strike. Nope, sorry. Also ice cold. So, okay, just to let everyone know, and this probably confuses more people than it helps. This is the only hot card we have. Probably for all the I mean, there is a right reason. Once you know the show, you'll understand. But this is the only one. This is the only thing we have close. Fred, Sonic Blast. Sonic Blast, 3 mana instant, deals 4 damage to target creature or player, and deals 2 damage to. This is also hot. All right, we have a second card. We have the second card has entered the show. Super fast Toidus with Zakama Primal Calamity. 9 mana, 9/9, Vigilance, Reach, Trample. Enters the battlefield. If you cast it, untap all your lands. Pay 3 mana, deal 3 damage to target creature. Pay 3 mana, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Pay 3 mana, you gain 3 life. Nope, this is super ice cold. Well, it looks like there was a little based on who got there first. We have no, you know what? I can't accept that one. Old boy did it, said it in a complete sentence. And you should also, take more time. It's MTG cards that break the color pie. Congratulations, old boy. I should disqualify anybody that doesn't have the words MTG cards. in the title, but there was like 3 people. And if you want, like, who said it first? It was Fred, Old Boy, and Servant more or less got there. And like in the future, if you don't say, it's like it's gonna be like Jeopardy. If you don't do it in the form of a question, you get disqualified. And on this show, if you don't put like MTG cards that blank or Magic cards, you also get disqualified. I was 1 word away. Old Boy's like, I'm willing to share with everyone. Wow, that took so damn long. You know why this is work? Haste. White cards don't have haste. As far as I know, white cards don't have haste. So this one, and I knew it was going to throw everybody off, but like it's going to take everyone in a completely different direction because it was like that was the only word on this entire card. It was old, like it's one of those old cards. It was old enough to have color pie breaks or like something that deviates from what we know as the color pie as of today. Okay, we're not done yet. We got other cards still. All right. Let's go. We actually have 2 more mechanics if we can get it there. Okay, Mappius, unsummon. This is ice cold. A blue instant. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Quill, our market research. This is weird. Okay, so it's a 3 mana. It's like our market research shows that players like really long card names, so we made this card. Blah 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 blah. Creature, elemental, art rampage 2. When this becomes blocked by a creature, it gets +2/+2 for each creature in the blocker's art beyond the first. This is so bad. I think I have to say that this is hot. I have to say that this is hot. This is probably gonna screw this show, but I'm telling you right now, this is gonna screw you all up. This is gonna screw you up so bad. You'll never. I don't think you can guess it off of this thing. It's like LMFAO. What? I know exactly. I am a prophet. Yeah. Oh boy. Here we go. Okay. MTG creatures that you don't want to block? Nope. Wait, is there a different mechanic we're doing now? We're doing it. There's a new show you have to guess. Matt with Harmonize. 4 mana sorcery. Draw 3 cards. Ice cold has nothing to do with this show. I told you to throw you off, little girl. Okay, this is a white 1.5, 1.5. I would say this is also ice cold, super ice cold. So no, it's not necessarily has anything to do with unsets. Oh, wow! Well, you should have said MTG. Anyway, MTG mechanics that are long dead. I will take discontinued because I mean that's pretty damn close. Wow, just throws it out there out of nowhere. Okay, congratulate you get the wonderful Putter's clap. It was quicker than the others. I was really surprised. It took so long for these other shows. Who won that one? That was won by there we go. Cards with discontinued mechanics. Basically, I was looking for mechanics that were ended to some degree. And that was yeah, I didn't think Art Rampage 2 was one that I had to say that ended, but it technically ended. I mean, they didn't bring that one back. Yeah, we did 20 minutes to an absolute speed run for the most part. Okay, we do have one more. I always have the backup 5th one just in case. I'm sorry, just in case. I said that I thought I felt cheated. Okay, Mappius with diplomatic escort. Diplomatic escort. 2 mana 1/1 Spell Shaper. For a blue tap, discard a card from your hand. Counter target spell or ability that targets a creature. This is super ice cold. Has nothing to do with the show. Benovsky, Angel Ignition. Oops. Gotta get out of here. 3 mana sorcery. Put 2+1/+1 counters on target creature. It gains Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, Indestructible, and Haste until end of turn. Flashback for 4 mana. Ice Cold. Super Ice Cold. Matthias. Oops, I'm looking at Matthias. Black Lotus. I want an OG Black Lotus. 0 mana. Artifact. Tap sack it at 3 mana of any one color. This is, I'm gonna say this is neutral. I would say neutral to warm even, but definitely not hot. We're not there. Matt with Goblin Grenade. It's a red sorcery. As additional cost to cast this, cast a Goblin Grenade, sacrifice a Goblin. You know what? I'm going to upgrade this. I'm going to say this is warm. I'm going to say Black Lotus is warm. Okay, Goblin Grenade is a red sorcery. As an additional cost to cast Goblin Grenade, sack a Goblin, and it deals 5 damage to target creature or player. This is Ice Cold. Super Ice Cold. Cameron Cole with Golos. Golos is a 5 mana 3/5 scout. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library, and for Wooburg and 2 generic, exile the top 3 cards of your library. You can play them this turn without paying their mana cost. I would also say this is warm. It's on the warm side. Best MTG mana filters? Nope. MTG cards that sacrifice themselves? That sacrifices itself? I don't think so. Benovsky with Dark Ritual. I feel like I've chosen a lot of your cards, Benovsky, but your avatar shines. Okay, it's a black instant. Add triple black to your mana pool. This is also warm. Not hot though, but it's warm for sure. Ramp cards that are banned. Great guess, but no. Best banned cards in Commander? Nope. Remember, you gotta put in the you better have MTG. You better say Magic or MTG or something in the title. Or I'm not gonna count it. And the next person that gets it is gonna count for them. MTG artifacts that have been banned? Nope. Evolving Wilds. Land. Tap sack it. Search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Ice Cold. Nothing to do with it. Aaron. The God Pharaoh's statue. Six mana artifact. Spells your opponent's cast cost 2 more to cast at the beginning of your end step. Each opponent loses 1 life. Ice Cold. Super Ice Cold. MTG card that is known by non-players. Nope. That would make for a real crappy show. Probably. Talathar, Time Walk. Two mana sorcery. Take an extra turn after this one. This is warm. It's not hot. It's warm. Best MTG artifacts that ramp in Commander? Nope. Best banned Magic the Gathering banned cards? What? No, it's not that either. Okay, Alex, Primeval Titan. A 6 mana 6/6 giant trample. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, you may search your library for up to 2 land cards, put them onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. This card is hot. This is a hot Magic the Gathering. This is a hot card on the show. This would be on the show. MTG cards on the reserve list? Nope. Old MTG that's still being powerful to date? Nope. MTG cards that net you mana? No. That cheat get you ahead on mana? No. MTG danger mechanics? Best MTG cards on the Commander ban list? No. Cards that should be banned? No. I think we still need more cards here. A duck, Cultivator Colossus. This is what is a 7 mana for a star plant beast? Trample. Power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. When this creature enters, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. If you do, draw a card and repeat the process. I would say this is neutral. I would say that this is very neutral-anny. Talthar, Shahrazad. I think you all know what this card does. I would say it's warm. It's on the warm side. Banned MTG cards that will never be unbanned. No. Can't say never. Never is a long time. Sebastiano Basso with Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. 3 mana, 6/6, Elder Giant. Enters the battlefield or sacrifice it unless it escaped. When Uro enters the battlefield or attacks, you gain 3 life and draw a card. Then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. You can escape it for 4 mana and exile 5 other cards. You can exile it. Sorry. You can escape it by exiling 5 cards and paying 4 mana. This is hot. This is also a hot card. This would definitely be part of the show. As I say, this is hot. John says, best MTG cards from 93, 94. Remember, Primeval Titan was also hot. What do we got here? We want... Argentina wants Vivi. Vivi! Ugh, where's Vivi? How can I find the Vivi? With a real Vivi, please send up. Oh my god, there's so many Vivian cards. 3 mana for a 0/3 wizard. Oh, you know what this card is. This is Ice Cold. Has nothing to do with this show. Fiel with Tolarian Academy. Legendary land. Tap, add a blue to your mana pool for each artifact you control. You could say this is on the warm side. Yeah, you could definitely say that this is warm, but it's not hot. So our hot cards are Uro and Primeval Titan. MG cards that got the quickest bans? Nope. MTG cards that have won a Pro Tour? Nope. MTG cards that have been unbanned at least once? I don't know if any of them have been unbanned. Best cards with Titan in there? I didn't even realize that. No, it's not that either. MTG cards that ramp you? Nope. Bryce, Nadu. Nadu Winged Wisdom. 3 mana, 3/4 Bird Wizard. Flying. Creatures you control have when this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability. Reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put it into your hand. This ability triggers only twice each turn. This is a hot card. This is a hot card. Best MTG ETB cards? Well, what about this card? This wasn't an ETB card. I guess it has some, like, landfall-ish things. Sometimes. Most powerful MTG cards ever? Nope. MTG cards every green player dreams of? Well, they exist. They're real cards. Talithar! MTG green cards that are banned. Banned magic cards in green. You got it, Talithar. You get the honorable applause. You got it. You outsmart. Did anyone else come close, actually? So you got here. Did anyone mention green? Oh, Nightmare Incarnation. A little too slow on the draw here. Maybe the lag. You got broken by lag. Yeah, it was banned magic cards in green. Yeah, we had the Nadu, the Primeval Titan, and the Uro. It was funny. It was interesting seeing everyone's thought process. People were like, okay, is it ramped? Does that have to do with, like, netting mana? Then like, because both Uro and Titan, you know, Uro and Primeval Titan have a lot of things in common, actually, where it comes, like, you know, putting extra lands in play, ramping, and so on. Black Lotus and Dark Ritual. Yeah, so, okay, so we can go back. So first, I mean, Black Lotus is banned in a lot of formats. I didn't say those were hot. I said they were warm. So they were warm because it was a banned card. It wasn't a regular card. You have Dark Ritual. Weirdly enough, is actually banned in quite a few formats between Oathbreaker and Historic. So there are some formats where Dark Ritual did get banned. Yeah, but they're not green, so they were on the warm side. And then if you gave like a really powerful green card, if you gave like a green card, I said it was like neutral, but it wasn't really there. I hope everyone had fun. We can definitely do this. Should I be doing that? I don't know how often I'm supposed to do this. I could, in theory, I could do it every week. I'm trying to save the magic, and save it. We do it once, basically at least once a month. At least once a month. All right, if you want to be part of the show, you got to be here 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be there or be square. My coffee crew. Thanks to everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people can be part of the show. And of course, thanks to everyone for participating. Y'all had a good time. Tresaru, Aaron, Servant. We got Jackal, Benjamin Berkey, Matthias, Old Boy, Cameron, Chetty VT, Aaron, Argentina, Dinglebag, Toads. Oh, Toads was here the entire time. I said banned in CDH, so why was I not close? Because it had to be green cards. And it had nothing to do with CDH. Just banned in general. We have Chetty, Matthias, Talthar, Jazz, Servant, Cameron, Aaron, Benjamin Berkey, Danny. I mean, who are we missing here? Pedgeman, Alex, Argentina, Alex again, Steve Cooper, Toads, Matt, Chetty, John, Matthias. We're getting repeats. Urtigau, Lil Dead Fly. You just got here. Usually you're the first here. Today you're the last. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing those coffees, and we will keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I'd love to see you at the next cup.